demo, we'll see how we can restrict access by info types. So we'll take two partners, 70053 and 70035, and see how we can restrict access to dates info types. Now, the data for these info types 000, 001, 2, 6, 9, and 21, the data for these info types have been created for these two partners. So let's go and verify that before we start creating a role to restrict that access. Now, if you look at 35, partner 70035, you'll see the data has been created for these info types. So any info type for which the data has been created for the partner, you will see a tick mark against those info types. So what are those info types? Let's go and check. So actions is 000, org assignment is 001, personal data is 2, addresses is 6, bank details is 9, and family member dependence is 21. So for this partner 70035, data has been created for 0, 1, 2, 6, 9, and 21 info types. Let's go and check for 53, and you have the same info types for 53 also. So we'll create a role and give access to these info types in that role to begin with. And we'll assign that role to a test user ID to test it. So let's go and create a role with those info types. So creating the role is, the transaction code is PHCG, we know that. Enter the role name, click on create, single role. So let's say test HR role. Go to the menu tab and let's enter the transaction codes. We'll enter SA53 and PA20 for our example. So let's assign these two transaction codes, PA20 and SA53. Go to the authorization tab, save it, and then let's maintain the authorizations for these two transaction codes. Since we are not going to restrict access by personal areas, we'll give complete access in this example. So the only objects that we are going to be concerned with here is with the HR objects. So let's go and create, let's give stars, and within the HR objects we are concerned specifically with the P_origin and P_partner. Now the object plog is needed for controlling access to the organizational elements like positions. S is for position, for example, then P is for person, Q is for qualification, O is for org unit, C is for job. So we are not really concerned about restricting access by any of these elements, but we are going to be concerned with, in this example, we are going to restrict data by info types. So let's enter those info types here, and this 6. Now, using the object P_origin, we can control access to the HR master data. Now, HR master data using this object can be controlled by personal area level, or you can control it at employee group level. You can control it by, I mean, when I say it, I'm talking about HR master data. So you can control the data by employees, by specific employee groups or specific subgroups, employee subgroups, or organizational keys, or any of the combination. So you can build roles or build security that would restrict access by personal area, and within the personal area by a specific employee group. So depending on your business requirements, you can use the personal area, employee group, employee subgroup, organizational key to restrict the data. Now, because the data is stored in info types, the HR data is stored in various info types, so you'll anyway give access to those info types that are needed as per the business requirements. And subtypes also are part of info types. So depending on what your business requirement is, you'll give access to data from the required info types. Now, we are not going to restrict data by personal area or employee group or subgroup or organizational key or subtypes. So let us put star. In our example, we are just giving access to specific info types. And the next object that we are concerned about is this one, peak P underscore partner. Now P underscore partner is for giving access to the employees for their own data or somebody else's data. So we'll give the same info types here as we did in P underscore origin. And we'll give a demo about how to use this in a separate demo with a separate example. Once the objects are maintained, let's go and generate the role and then assign the role to the user. Now what we'll do is we'll log in with this user ID and see whether the user has access to all these info types. So let's log in with this user ID, test HR user. Now let's execute the transaction code P820. We can only see these two transaction codes because these are the only two transaction codes that were assigned to the role. So anyway, so let's go and execute P820. And let's enter 570053. So you can see the tick marks against the info types for which this test user has access to. So let's go and enter 35. So what are those info types? So we gave access to 0001 actions, 000, info type 1, info type 2. Then we are given access to addresses, which is info type 6. Then we gave access to bank details, info type 9, and the info type 21. So the user has access to all those info types. So when you select an info type, let's say select an address, let's say info type and say display, you can see the address information of this particular user with this partner. Now let us go and change the role and remove info type 6 from the role, which is addresses, and see if the user has access to. So we have removed 6 from the role. Let's remove it from here also. Now, if you want to display the HR master data, then you need access to p underscore origin. Now you need p underscore origin along with p partner if you want to display data of other users. If it is your own data, then you don't need p underscore origin. You can just simply make do with p partner. So let's go and generate the role. So let's go back. See, right now there's a tick mark against addresses. So let's go and execute the transaction code again. Now you see there is no tick mark against this info type 6, which means the user, test HR user, does not have authorization for info type 6. So when he selects the info type and so display, the user will end up getting no read authorizations for addresses. So no read authorization for addresses is authorization level. So for info type 6, the user doesn't have the read access because the info type 6 is not available in this list. So if you go to 53 now, it's the same thing. In for this user, the user does not have access to info type 6. Now if I put info type 6 back again, and let's go and execute it again. The user can see the address now. So the HR master data is controlled by p underscore origin. Now if the user wants to see only his own information, then he needs access to p partner. That should be good enough for him or her. But if the user wants to see the data for other users along with his own information, then the user would need access to p underscore origin also. So in this example, we have seen how the data can be restricted by info types.